residents associations. Simukai vanhu vakuone tine mapartners edu vatinoshanda navo futi vekuchitungisa Zimbabwe owned people association ZOPA. We decided to bring them as Hamlet today because veZOPA ava ndokune vanhu vazhinji vakura vanova mahome owners, their property owners, and they've got a vested interest in the issuance of title deeds. So later on, I know they are going to engage with us in this discussion, and I want to end by saying I am also part of the Kwanu presidential scheme iri risiti rangu randakabhadharawo muna April. Ndichidawo kuti imba yangu iwanewo matitle deeds, asi chimbomira ini kundiombera maoko nekuti handisati ndawana matitle deeds acho. Saka ndafara kuti zvavari panapawo vachanditsanangurirawo kuti kubva muna April chii chiri kuitika. Ndichidzorerawo futi semibvunzo kuna vamhishi kuti handizivi kuti kana muchiita as a lawyer, a conveyancer, zvinotora nguva yakareba zvakadii nhau yekuti munhu awane matitle. Zvichida pamwe tingati vekwangu kwami vanonoka ivo vari within the time frame. In short, ndiri kuona ndakunzi nemubato weprogram nguva yangu yapera. I would like to thank you so much. But the number of since I'm the odd one out here in the chief, Tisuma representatives seated with duty bearers and other service providers, we thought we were going to get at least a leeway of +2, +3, or +4 minutes. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you so much. Jablaj Baya, coming from COMALISO, I specialize on blockchain, artificial intelligence, and all things data. So I will try to come in and summarize and also bring in the role of technology in all this. The underlying thing, which everyone has said, which was leaving a glaring mark, is that we have a trust issue, regardless of all the legal framework, all the roles the government is playing, the chiefs, the lawyers, and whoever it is, they remain still a void of trust. Like I've read the past cases I've read in the papers of title deed fraud. They involved police, they involved people from the offices that issue the particular documents, and they also involved the most trusted people along the value chain. You will see that a person does not just come from where they live and commit title deed fraud, because it's a complex document. So we are proposing, or as mentioned by the previous speaker before, they said there are plans to roll out this, or they're in motion of securitized documents that also would happen to be on the blockchain. In simple terms, a blockchain is a type of database which is immutable. By immutable, we mean that from a computer science or mathematics point of view, once written, no one can change it without all the parties that made the document in the first place being there, which means that we would have solved an issue of trust. Why this is very important is beyond only proving ownership. Currently, Zimbabwe is compliant fully to about 36 or 37 of the Financial Action Task Force recommendations, which deals with regulating works of banks and the Reserve Bank. You ask me why I'm digressing to talk about banks. Zimbabwe, regardless being small, our banks, they are holding over 40% of their assets in real estate, which means they have 10 times the properties of all the banks in South Africa. South Africa economy is around 400 billion GDP. We are also around 50 billion GDP, plus or minus. So it means that we have a high risk, which is hiding not only behind deeds, but it is permeating to our financial services, to the integrity of our nation, to keep on receiving remittances, to keep on getting credit or trust. So for us to fully meet all those recommendations, you will see that a title deed affects not only the person who owns, buys or sells the house or the deeds office. Real estate is a financial asset class like stocks and all other things in our economy. So it means if there is no integrity in that respect, it means that we are tying up capital or we are limiting the amount of investment or exchange that can happen all around us. There was also a presentation some few minutes ago by someone from the deeds office. They said that a title deed is important in that, unlike only proving ownership, it also comes with it information on spatial, which is the exact place where the land is, and all the other processes which would have been done up to the stage where one gets a compliance certificate, which is surveying, development, city council, and stuff like that. So it means that our paper-based system is not able to effectively, securely, and transfer this information at a much faster rate, which is why we need these technologies of blockchain. In blockchain, it means that the record can be private or public, but still it is in a manner that no one can change it without consensus between all the parties. And if we do that, it means that all the work Kwang is doing will not only give value to one industry as real estate or title deeds, but it will bring more value even in capital and financial terms. I know right now banks they are not accepting or using to full capacity the power of title deeds because to fully know all this information, sometimes it takes time. And someone needs capital for their business this week. And you have to go to a lawyer, prove this and that and that. So security of tenure is very much important in that land, housing, real estate is something that is tied to more than the roofs we sleep in, but it permeates to our banking, pension funds, integrity of our financial system, as well as current and future development and political order and peace in our country. So it is my hope that those working on the blockchain title deed will release a white paper. By a white paper, I mean a paper which clearly lays out the ledger they are using as standard in all other countries, and also how other industries on the value chain can tap into that, so that the value is communicated in financial terms, in monetary terms, because sometimes the stakeholders we would want to push to, if you only talk about security or something like that, it doesn't push a need to. But if things are linked to money, monetary development, national integrity, you will see that they will move other